Good morning. Welcome to day 36, Sunday, May 12th, 2024. We've got the sun starting to make its way. It's about 5:30 in the morning. I've been up for like almost an hour. It's good because there's cell service here, so I was able to chat with Sarah for a bit. Looking at what lies ahead today, it looks like it's based on water availability. It's either going to be a 17-mile day to a nice established campsite. That sounds pretty good to me. Or if we're really feeling it, we could go another 4 miles to about mile marker 21. And there's more water there. Not an established campsite there, but we could camp around there. If we go to 17 miles, we don't hit a monumentous landmark. If we go 21, we do. What landmark is this, you ask? 500 miles. My best guess is that we'll hit that landmark tomorrow, but you never know. We'll see how we're feeling. Just brewed my second cup of coffee. Gonna start getting everything out of the tent. Had a good night's sleep. Feeling good. The lower ribs are still tender, but I feel like I'm getting a little bit more range of motion every day without as much pain. So I take that. I'm no medical expert, but I take that as a good sign. So I'm gonna have to lift the pack this morning, but hey, every day it's a little lighter, so we'll deal with that. I just opened up the door here, and just a million little bugs. I don't know what they are, but they enjoy hanging out in the tent. Well, they better get out sooner. They're gonna get smushed when I break this tent down. So you've been warned. All right, I'll see you in a little bit. All right, we're gonna head up that way. Well, we really haven't had a good place to set down the pack. So it looks like there's a road coming up, and I'll probably end up just taking a break there. All right, so right before the road, there's some reinforced concrete, preventing erosion, and it acts as a nice chair. Again, if I didn't have these sore ribs, this really wouldn't be a concern, but I'm just trying to minimize lifting my pack and twisting my ribs. Time for a break. We're in the shade, which is nice. Have a little breakfast to air out the feet, all that good stuff. Okay, so here's a typical decision you have to make out here in the desert. The place I want to probably camp tonight was 17 miles from my camp. Now it's about 14 miles, something like that. So, is there running water at the camp? No, there's not. What are my options? About 3 miles before that campground, there is pristine stream running water. Nice. 3-mile carry elevation. Or there is a cistern, a water cistern, about a half mile up a dirt road from the camp. So there's my options. I always lean towards the stream, or the snowmelt, the fresh water. If the cistern was a bit closer, I might be more inclined for that, but that's like a mile round trip just for water there. So these are decisions you have to make out here. Not going in that. It is a hot one. It's only about 10:30. We just made a big climb, sweating. It's hot. All right, it's a little after noon. We've been traversing the desert. It's so hot and dry. And there hasn't been any streams, seasonal streams, or anywhere to do some tailwind and electrolytes. There is one coming up in about 2.5 miles. So I am really craving some electrolytes right now. Just got to make it to this water source. Whew, hot. All right, it's about 1 o'clock. We just stopped at a stream and loaded up on some tailwind. Our next water source is about 1.25 miles away, where we'd have to load up for camp. So just having that little tailwind break makes a big difference. Plus we're in a little more shady area now, which is nice. We were really in the middle of the sun for a while. All right, we're loaded up on water, courtesy of this waterfall. Having a little Gatorade. We fill up our hydration bladder, 3 liters, both smart water bottles, 3 liters, and I'll put filtered water in here for a 1/2 liter. And we'll make do with that for tonight. There's a campsite about 3 miles away. It's not directly off the trail, it's about 1/4 mile, but there should be plenty of shade there, pit toilets. I think that's our destination. There was a couple who were through hikers. I think maybe I've seen him before. He's Australian. And then a solo hiker that I also feel like I've seen before, but not for days. So that's the hiker report so far. 3 different people, all heading north. And I'm going to finish this and we're going to get going. All right, we got about 0.8 miles to the junction with our camp. And I think it's like 1/4 mile uphill to camp. So overall, the trail hasn't been too bad. And we've had some shade, so very pleasant way to end the day. We made it to the junction. 1/4 mile of climbing to go. Let's go, get some shade. All right, we were waiting for a couple of guys with motorcycles to leave. They were just hanging out here in probably the best, shadiest spot for camp. So they're gone and I have claimed the site. So yeah, we'll get things set up. There is a trash can here. There is a privy here. Yeah, the only odd thing is no water here, but that's fine. That's why we carried it for 3 miles. A nice shady spot. Picnic table makes organization even better, so we'll check in a bit. All right, I think we're gonna wrap up for the day. It's about 6 o'clock. We're at 5,200 feet, give or take. It was a hot day, but we stayed hydrated, so that's good. Everything's organized for tomorrow. It's gonna be another probably long water carry tomorrow. The last good water source is at about mile 13, and I want to camp somewhere around mile 18, 19, somewhere around there. There is a hostel type place at like mile 20 called Hiker Town. I might stop there the following morning just to get water and or Gatorade or something, but I don't have any intention of staying there. So that's the update. There were a couple of through hikers who were here and like ate or hung out and moved on. I think there's one guy who came in looking really hot and he's back here somewhere, but that's it so far. The sun should be going down soon. We might lose our shade for a little bit, but we're in pretty good shape. This is a very buggy campsite. I had like 8 flies and some sort of wasp in the tent in short order. So it took a while to deal with all that. But yeah, we're in good shape now. We're gonna have a very fancy meal. Never had it before. It looks yummy. It's got 920 calories, so that's awesome. And these guys usually have a ton of protein, 40 grams of protein, so that's not too bad either. We're gonna filter some more water, just keep hydrated, and once the sun goes down, I think it'll be good for a decaf. But yeah, leave the rain fly off again, and hopefully get another good night's sleep. See you in the morning.